Good morning, everybody! I'm Rabbit, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Ocean the Second Story. It is Hump Day, Wednesday the 19th of November, and I am doing quite well. My weekend was a little bit busy, as was Monday and Tuesday, because my husband, Andrew, was sick with the flu. So the last, 4-ish days, 5 days, I guess I should say, I have been playing caretaker, so I apologize for being a little bit quiet. I know I got, I want to say, quite behind on answering some emails and responding to comments, and you guys know I'm usually pretty good about that, but these last few days I've not been that active on my computer. So anyway, everything is good. Andrew is fully well, and he is on his way to campus as I am speaking to you right now, so everything's good. So, without further ado, let us go ahead and dive into today's recording session. And as a very brief recap of where we had left off previously, we had just wrapped up doing all the stuff that we needed to do in the Hoffman Ruins to acquire the Energy Stone, which is the final missing ingredient or component to the Liqueur Hope. So, oh my god, I don't know why I always do that. The very last thing that we ended up doing prior to ending our previous recording session was we got Ernest. So Opera's boyfriend is now in our party, and I will go ahead and swap out Bowman just so that you guys can get a chance to see him. And I haven't really let you take a gander at Leon either, so don't worry, we will have plenty of time to see everybody in battle. I'll make sure that each person gets a little bit of face time so that you're not just seeing the same folks over and over and over again. But anyway, I do want to go ahead and just quickly show you some of his stats. He is not equipped with anything. I'm not going to worry about doing that right now on camera. This recording session, we are going to actually start out doing a couple of backtracky-ish things before we actually head to Liqueur. We have a quest that we need to go back and do, and we have a lot of private actions that we need to also take care of now that we have several more people in our party. So you'll get to see Ernest. I'll equip him later. We're going to do a little bit of traveling. Let's go and hop on the ship. And I will not make you guys watch all of my running around since we are going to be going back to Cross. Alright, there we go. Let's first talk to this dude. Take us back. And yes, we do have an extra party member. You're back. How did it go? Great, we got the mineral. Now the Liqueur Hope is virtually complete. As may be expected of the great Master Leon. Ugh. Someone else should have been the ones to say that. Huh? Oh, Leon can be such a twat. Is something wrong with Master Leon? No, I don't think so. He's always like that if you haven't figured it out by now. But okay, so once we actually get back to the continent, what I am going to do is I will pause the camera, I will fully equip Ernest, and what I will do is I am going to bring you back when we are at Port Hilton. The side quest that we need to do is going to be in Herlie. So I will let you guys stay with me as we take that, I guess, boat crossing over to Herlie itself. Or maybe I'll bring you back in Herlie or outside of Herlie, because we have to do it by entering via private action, and since we are going to be doing so much running around from town to town, I don't want to really have a lot of extra padding or fluff to this episode. I want us to try and consolidate all of the quests to this episode, and then maybe our next episode, number 38, should be all the private actions, and then 39 we should be able to continue with the plot and story. Anyway, the soldier says, "Good day, Master Leon." Good day to you as well. I keep telling you I can easily do this alone. Well then, please deliver the minerals to the King of Liqueur as soon as possible. Yes, sir. Alright, guys. Oh, actually, just kidding. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking, oh, they're going to bring us to Liqueur, and then I'm going to have to run to Hilton. Just, never mind. I don't have to pause the camera. Let's head to Cross, and I'll just keep you guys with me after all. And then we will exit Herlie, re-enter via private action, and get this quest started. Now, this is a side quest I haven't done that frequently, just because I don't know, I guess I usually don't play too much with Bowman, even though I have recruited him several times in the past, because I do like him a little bit more than Priscus, but it's really hard to say. I love almost all of the characters in this game in terms of how diverse they are in the skills that they really bring to the table, and you can really create interesting team lineups and makeups depending on like who you bring and all that jazz. So I don't know, it's really tough to say, but I haven't done this quest that much, was kind of the point of all that. Well, where should we go now? I'll show you where we need to go. So, earlier, I had been dicking around at this little girl's house, and I don't quite remember where it is. Ah, there we go. And there's Bowman, chatting up a lovely blue-haired gal. That guy just there was Bowman, but who was the young girl with him? Alright, let's check it out, Claude. We'll run upstairs. Oh, and look at us eavesdropping like a pro. Excuse me, doctor. Will the girl get better? Aww. Excuse me, ma'am. Could I have a few words with you? Oh my God, Claude. To be frank, the situation is grave. While the disease is in remission now, it is certainly not heading for a cure, but rather it is getting worse. That's terrible. Isn't there any way to cure her? If you need money, I will pay it no matter how many years it takes. I'm sorry, but it is beyond my power. Aww. Ah, Eleanor. Aww. Definitely not the most pleasant of side questy things we can do. Hi, Claude. You came. Bowman, just what happened? It all started when I was just going down to the bar, but on the way I ran into a beautiful woman. Aren't you married? She told me that her daughter was suffering from an illness, so I went to examine her, thinking that I might be of some help. However little I can. Wow, is that so? Don't sound too interested, Claude. But I can't do anything more for her. I can't figure out the cause. Aw, poor Bowman. That definitely sucks. Okay, I think we have control again, so we can go up there and chat the mom up. Oh, Eleanor. And the little girl is sleeping. So that's it for this first part. Well, we can talk to Bowman. Perhaps we might find out something if we go to Linga. Okay, so that's your little pro tip. What we need to do is head back to Linga. Hey, there's fucking Leon. What are you doing? My, this certainly is a vulgar town. Oh, God. Whatever, Leon. Okay, so as I was beginning to tell you guys, what we're going to do is get our party back together, of course, and then we are going to head to Linga. So this is where I will go ahead and pause the camera. Anyway, shouldn't we cross to the continent of Liqueur? I'm going to pause the camera so you guys don't have to wait with the whole boat scene and everything. So I will bring you back in just a second when we are outside of Linga. One sec, guys. Howdy, guys, and welcome back. So as you can see, I am right outside of Linga, so we are going to continue with Eleanor's quest by re-entering via a private action here. I've got some things to check out. All right, well, you do that, Opera. All right, we want to head straight to the library where we will find Bowman doing a little bit of research. And don't worry, like I said, regarding the private actions and pickpocketing, we will take care of all of that after we finish up Eleanor's side quest. Here it is. I found it. Oh, why is Claude so surprised? What is it, Bowman? What's the shouting about? Sorry, I forgot I was in a library. I finally found the article on the disease that the girl in Herlie had. Really? Referred to as Aero's disease, the pathogen that causes this malady combines itself with the cellular structure of its victim and spreads throughout the body. There's virtually no record of a patient recovering from the disease. However, legendary accounts of recovery attribute successful treatment to a medicinal herb referred to as Metox. So that's what Metox is for. But we cannot be sure that it really is an herb. There are too many questions still left unanswered, but it seems that the possibility of a treatment does exist. Anyway, we have to try and obtain this legendary herb Metox. Metox? Come on, Claude, you just read it out loud. It goes on to say that no one knows where this legendary herb grows, but that the legend does say that it grows only upon the mountain peak touched by the breath of the phoenix. The mountain peak touched by the breath of the phoenix? I don't know what mountain that would be, but it does seem certain that Metox grows on mountain peaks. Bowman, where are you going? Where do you think? To find some Metox. But you don't even have any idea what mountain it's on. I just cannot leave a person to suffer like that. I'm a physician. I have to try and help. I really don't see any other choice. You're right. We'll come with you. What? But you have something else to do. You'll find it faster if everyone helps. I'm sure the others will agree. Thanks. Okay, can we move? Perfect. I think it's enough to have beautiful women be grateful to me alone. I'll leave it up to you. Whatever. So Bowman is kind of a cad. He has a gorgeous wife, and yet he's still always checking out the fine ladies of each town you go to. Anyway, regarding where we are supposed to visit to actually find this Metox, it is this weird little mountain area that I guess it might just be easier to show you than try to describe it right now. If we don't get back to Liqueur Castle, we're in trouble. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to pause the camera, and then I will bring you back when we are outside of that location, and I will show you, well, on the map, you'll be able to see yourself exactly where it's located. So I will meet you guys right outside of where we need to be. Welcome back, guys. So as you can see, we are right outside of Cross, and in order to get to where Eleanor's... Oops. Come on, Mischief, knock it off. In order to get to the mountains where Eleanor's herb is going to be found, we are going to come back over to these mountains. And I believe I had mentioned this earlier in this Let's Play, that earlier on in the game, I found these mountains to be a really great place to level up in order to get like the skill points you need and just some extra levels that you need. So I don't want to talk about that right now. I believe I already mentioned that earlier, but this is a really good early leveling spot. The monsters will fuck you up, but it's very, very great for getting your characters where they need to be. So this is exactly the location. So we are just going to head up here. Ooh, fights ahoy. I can't remember if I showed you guys any of the battles here, but when you're in your early levels, oh my god, the monsters here fuck your shit up. But now they're not really anything to worry too much about, so. Okay. Come on, Claude. Run! Alright, so let's keep heading this way. I might need to take Mischief off of Ernest because it's already getting on my fucking nerves. Alright, so let's check out this herb here. I found it. This is it. Great, Claude. Now we haven't a minute to waste. We must return to Herlie quickly. Yes, Bowman. Yay! So we got the Metox. And to my knowledge, aside from me coming here to level up like Claude and Rena earlier on in the game, and, you know, for coming here for the quest with Eleanor that you can only do if you have Bowman in your party, I don't think these mountains really serve any other purpose. Like, to my knowledge, there are no other treasures here. There's no other reason to come here. So, I don't know. Just throwing it out there that this is really what this place is for, just to complete this quest to save little Eleanor. But anyway, we have our Metox. So, let's head, oh my god, back out. And of course, I will not make you guys watch me run all the way back. Oh god, these bitches. They ruined my life earlier on. It feels good to come back and exact revenge. Oh, and Rena getting a level reminds me. Opera did level up off camera while I was making the trek from town to town without you guys. But okay, so I will pause the camera again. We are going to head back to Herlie and re-enter via private action. So give me 1 second to drag us over there. Alrighty guys, I got us back here, so let's go back in via private action and go see Eleanor with the me-talks. Okay, Bowman. Let's roll. Oh, the poor mom. She seems so frantic. Ma'am, how is her condition? Oh no, it's terrible. She has suddenly collapsed. Please save my daughter. Please save Eleanor. Oh my God. Has it progressed into a coma? The disease may be cured if we use a medicine made by compounding this me-talk. What? What's everyone's problem? It's just what? This is assuming that the girl has enough physical strength remaining. Great, Bowman. Why didn't you tell us that sooner? Is it that bad? At present, her chances are only 50-50. And just to support what Bowman is saying, I believe that regardless of what choice you make, because you are going to be presented with an option shortly, she does indeed have like a 50-50 chance of living or dying regardless. I'll get to that in just a second when the option presents itself. Since the patient's condition in Ayaro's disease advances slowly, this girl may be able to live another year in this state. 1 year. However, if the girl cannot withstand the power of this medicine in her weakened state, she could die even tomorrow. Naturally, unless we give her the medicine immediately, the chances of her being saved will keep dropping. As her mother, you must decide, will you have your daughter live a restricted life for just 1 year, or will you take a risk and gamble on the future? Oh my word, I cannot make such a horrible choice. That is reasonable. Naturally, your daughter's life hangs in the balance. Claude, you decide. Oh, great. But me? I know what you want to say, but a mother's heart may not be able to withstand the weight of the guilt of making a choice causing the death of her daughter. I do agree with Bowman. Thus, it becomes necessary to shift the responsibility to someone else. All right. I understand. So this is what I was talking about. If you give this option, I mean, basically this kind of halts here, and it's as Bowman said, the girl will live 1 year as far as the timeline is concerned. If you choose this option, gambling on that possibility is best for the girl's sake, there is a 50-50 shot where she either may live or she may die. Whether or not she lives or dies actually doesn't change the outcome in terms of friendship points that you get. So we're going to get 2 friendship points between Bowman and Claude for selecting this option. And then we're going to come back, and regardless of whether she lives or dies, we get 3 more friendship points when we do re-enter. So I'll show you that in a second. I'm going with this option because that's what I would do IRL if presented with this option. I mean, if she's going to die anyway, you might as well give her the chance to survive. Rather than striving for a long life while suffering, gambling on that possibility is best for the girl's sake. We cannot just let her die in vain like this. The life of this girl has only begun. Yeah, Claude, I'm right with ya. I feel the same way. As her mother, is that okay with you? Yes, please do what you can. Good, now I can do my job as a physician. What? But a person's life is much heavier than you might imagine. It may be too heavy for you to carry alone. Will you fucking just treat the girl? Bowman. So yeah, like I said, we just got 2 friendship points for the 2 guys here from this interaction. Okay. Here he comes. How did it go, Bowman? How is she? Now there's nothing to do but gamble on the girl's own recuperative power. Whether we call it her mettle, tenacity, or spirit, that girl's will to live will determine everything. Let's believe in that girl. Bowman, what will you do now? I think I'll just stay by her side for a little longer. You will? Please do so. Okay, and I think we can quickly go up here and chat with them. The rest is all up to her. What does Mom have to say? Oh, Eleanor. All right, perfect. So, like I was just mentioning to you guys, we have one last thing to do to get those final 3 friendship points between Claude and Bowman. So I'm going to leave town again and then re-enter via another private action, and we're going to go and see whether she lived or died. Oh, Ernest. Aren't we in a hurry? He probably is legitimately wondering, what the hell are you guys doing? Okay, so once again, let's hit that box button. I can tell this is a harbor town. I can smell the sea. And you know we've been here a bajillion times, Opera. Okay, so let's hurry and wrap this up. We've already gone over a little bit longer than I would have liked, but I did want to try to fit all of this into one episode. So, success! Alright, well, here we go. Why, it's Bowman. Oh, it's you, Claude. What are you doing here? That should be my line. It's just, I was thinking about that beautiful woman. You're lying again. You're worried about the girl. Well, maybe that too. Alright, guys, well, let's see. Did she live for us or die? Yay! She lived! Cool! Did you see that, Claude? You did it! My, is it you? Thank you very much for what you did. Thanks to you, my daughter is just fine, as you can see. I'm so glad from the bottom of my heart. You can say that again. That's why I can't quit this work. Mommy, are these people the doctors that you told me about? That's right. They are the ones who saved you. Eleanor, thank them nicely. Yes, Mommy. Oh, she's so cute. Big brother and uncle, thank you very much. You don't need to thank us. Uncle. I'm glad you came. Anyway, I was just thinking that I'd like to meet you again and formally offer my thanks. Mommy, can I go out to play? You can play later. These two have come all this way to talk. Actually, we just left town and re-entered, but okay. Aw, but I promised I'd play with Patty. That can't be helped. Don't worry. I'll go over later and tell Patty why you couldn't make it. Okay. Don't worry about us, ma'am. Eleanor, it's okay. Why don't you go out to play with Patty? Really? Thank you, big brother. Patty must be waiting, right? You shouldn't make her wait too long. Yay! I'm going, Mommy. Wait, Eleanor. She is super cute. Ever since she was cured of the disease, she's had so much energy that I can't stop her. What are you saying? Isn't it a good thing? You're right. Really, I'm so grateful to you two that I cannot put it in words. We don't have much here, but please make yourselves at home. Alright, guys, we did it, and I'm so happy she ended up living. What's the matter, Bowman? Hey, Claude, give it to me straight. Do I look that old? Oh, he's 27! Shut up! Oh, God, that's so funny. All right, let's chat up Mommy really fast. Ever since she was cured, oh, yeah. You can't stop her. All right. Well, that's it, guys. That is Eleanor's side quest. Fucking Bowman. Do I really look that old? Oh, my God. Get over yourself, Bowman. So we're going to quickly wrap this up just because we are nearing 25 minutes. So when we come back in our next episode together, guys, we are going to start in Arlia and do a bunch of private actions. And yes, anyway, Celine says, anyway, shouldn't we cross the continent of Liqueur? Yeah, whatever. So anyway, we're going to do a bunch of private actions. We're going to do tons of pickpocketing, and we've got some surprise stuff regarding the pickpocketing. I promised you guys when we are going to be potentially up for really good rare loot or rare items, I will point it out to you. So that will come in our next episode together. So I will meet you guys outside of Arlia. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Rabbit, and this is my Let's Play of Star Ocean: The Second Story. I'll see you in just a second on our next episode.